Welcome back to Covering Coven, a show devoted to discussing last night's episode of American Horror Story Coven. I'm your moderator, Perri Nemiroff, and here are our panelists.
Hi, I'm Alexis Saarela.
Hi, I'm Megg Hochbaum.
Hello, I'm Sasha Capelli.
So Head gives us our first look at life as a witch hunter, while Hank/Roy feels the pressure of both the higher-ups at Delphi Trust and Marie Laveau. The ladies of the Coven are dealing with some drama of their own. Nan's busy trying to help both Luke and his mother through his coma. Myrtle is determined to earn her place back in the Coven, and Fiona tries to strike a deal with Team Voodoo. We're going to open up this discussion with the witch hunters. Meg, I'm just going to keep calling him Roy/Hank. What's his deal? Does he really love Delia?
My initial thought was, because of the reaction they had in the scene with him and his father, that he must have some kind of feelings for her that maybe he didn't anticipate, because then we see him go running right back to, and not really defending her, but I guess it's either he saw the Voodoos as an immediate threat and then he wanted to take them out before he takes the witches out, or he just defaulted on his orders completely because he does still have feelings for Delia, even though she made it pretty clear that she wants nothing to do with him and kicks him out. Mm-hmm. So not really sure what's going on there, but I'm not sure it matters because at least he's gone, but there's still other witch hunters out there.
Right. And we did finally learn that they were the ones behind the acid throwing.
Yeah, that was totally fulfilling, so now at least we know that. But yeah, I feel like I think he does have feelings for Delia, but I think those are like, if it was any witch, he would have feelings for her because he's a little softy. I feel like he's not like cut out for being a witch hunter.
I don't know. He killed all those other witches pretty quickly. I was just gonna say he did think it was pretty rad when he killed those witches, but I feel like he just has a soft spot in his heart for ladies.
Yeah, I think he's just a total screw up. Like, this guy can't get anything right. And the other episode, he shot and missed a million times. Oh. Now he just blows people away at close range. And I bet you anything that there's something going on at Delphi Trust where they're not going to be happy about what he did. Like, he's going to walk in all proud of himself and, I don't know, present some sort of prize and be like, pat me on the back, and they're going to get pissed about something.
I think he was killed, though. I think Queenie shot him in the head.
Shit. Yeah. He was killed. He was laying dead on the floor. But regardless, they are not going to be happy with what he did for some reason. Yeah. It's going to be a mess to clean up.
But it does beg the question, if Queenie shoots herself in the head, is she not affected at all by it?
Yeah, I was wondering about her by the end, because
how strong are her powers?
She has 2 different gunshots inside of her now, and one through her brain. So I don't know how that works with her. I don't know if she's going to be fine.
I feel like they played the Misty bring people back card one too many times.
Right.
If they bring her back, it would kind of, not that I wanted her to die, but it would kind of ruin the effect and what I loved about this episode so much. Mm. So I'm hoping they don't bring her back, but at the same time, there's part of me that misses her. We're going to miss so many one-liners if she's gone for good.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Well, in theory, if her voodoo power is totally powerful, if she can stick her hand in acid and not get burned, maybe she can shoot herself in the head and not get any repercussions.
Well, we'll have to see about that. But now let's move on to Myrtle. She's back, and clearly with a vengeance. But the other members of the council aren't the only ones responsible for what happened to her, so I'm wondering how far she's going to take it. Sasha, what do you think about what she's going to do next?
I don't know. I loved Myrtle this episode. I think everybody did. She just kind of came running through the door, no holds barred. I'm gonna mess with all of you. She was a badass. She was the head of the council, she should be. But I feel like I don't know. I think that the witch hunting thing is gonna just kind of band everyone together, no matter what the circumstance. I think it was really sweet when she gave what's her name, the eyes. I thought that was really adorable. I feel like they're this was a very touching episode to me. And even when Myrtle kind of lost her shit and went crazy on the rest of the council, I was good for you. She's standing up for herself, not taking any shit. So I thought she was just super badass this episode.
Though only real American Horror Story fans would call scooping out someone else's eyes to give someone else a sweet thing to do.
I know, but it was just such a sweet moment.
It did confuse me a little bit because she first said she wasn't going to kill them, and then she showed them chopping up their bodies. And to me, it seems at this point in time, when there's witch hunters after you, you might need all the witches,
right.
she could have taken, and then why take one eye from each of them if you're just going to kill them? I don't know. I was a little confused by the motivations there.
There's something not right about all that. I mean, I really do think that Myrtle's going to turn around in one of the next episodes and try to pull something where she tries to kill one of the younger girls in the Coven. Because, I mean, they all voted against her and stood there while she burned at the stake, too. She's definitely going to hold it responsible. And especially Fiona. There's no way she's letting Fiona off.
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe there is, like, a motive behind why she, like, stitched together Cordelia's eyes. Because now she doesn't have the vision either. So now she can't see when people are doing things wrong, so that could have been part of it too.
That was a beautiful sequence, though. It was so well shot and well acted.
It really was.
Totally mesmerized. It's kind of like the opening of the episode. I mean, they had a bunch of really great sequences that played really well on their own. Like, they fit really well in the context of the show, but I could just rewatch those scenes over and over.
They were great. They were, like you said, they were mesmerized. Like, I found myself, like, after certain scenes being like, you know, like I was like, wow, that affected me.
And now, of course, we've got to talk about that epic grand finale. I think one of the best parts about the whole thing is that I really didn't see it coming. Clearly, the threat from Marie was more pressing than the one from his father. But I was thinking that Hank was going to go after Cordelia before he did anything else. So when he walked into that salon and busted out the gun, I mean, there's just no denying it. They totally got me, and my jaw hit the floor. How'd you guys feel about that?
Yeah, that was a pretty awesome action sequence, though I kind of didn't buy. I felt like Hank was set up to be such a loser this whole episode. I mean, I guess that was his great turning moment before he died. And I did feel like he did he did love Cordelia, and that's why he was doing it.
It was a little jarring when he busted out the double guns. And it's like he came out of Tomb Raider or something.
Yeah, he just had, like, all these firearms. Like, I was expecting, like, TNT, and, like, he was just throwing them around. But that sequence was out of control. Like, it was really, really good, and it was super effective. And he also seemed, like, a little scared, too. Like, he also was kind of like, oh, I'm messing with the big guys now, so... Oh,
I also like seeing Marie. Oh, hello, cat or dog.
Yep, dog.
I like seeing Marie Laveau kind of scared too. Like, I wasn't exactly sure what that end move she made was. Like, he shoots and she kind of almost like teleports to a corner of the room, which is a little weird.
I was wondering about that. Yeah,
that threw me off. But like, then you see that look on her face, and we haven't seen that look on her face. Yeah. I mean, except when they killed the Minotaur Man, but. I think I needed that kind of access to her.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. For sure. I mean, I was thinking, everybody with M names last night was, like, so bothered, because her monologue was out of control with Fiona, too, where she was just like, I can't help you. Like, we're still against each other. So I thought that was, like, great to see her completely the opposite, like, completely scared, so.
And now, before we move into rapid fire, let's touch on these neighbors. Considering the information that was revealed in this past episode, what are you thinking about what Joan could be up to? Sasha, do you have any idea what she could pull next?
I don't know. I was, like, sad to see her, because, like, I thought the moment with her and Nan, I thought that was just, like, when, like Nan runs over to her when she's singing and they hold hands. Like, that was such a humane moment, and, like, it was the first time we ever saw a mother caring about a son, or their spawn for that matter, like, at all in the show. So that was super nice to see. And then it was just all negated, like usual, like American Horror Story fashion. We were like, oh, like, so I don't know. I mean, if she's capable of, like, straight up killing her son just because her son knows about her husband, like, is she just a woman scorned? Like, is that her deal? Is she just, like, one of those, like, fanatic scorned Christian women? Because, like, if she can kill her own son, who she was just so sad about, I don't know. She seems pretty vicious.
Yeah, she's pretty deadly. And I was kind of, when Nan was telling her what the son was telling her, I was kind of going, no, don't tell her. Like,
I know.
Why doesn't Nan know what's going on in her head, though? There's definitely another piece to her backstory that we're going to find out, and I feel like Nan should know, especially if she's kind of, like, hovering over her for a good portion of this episode.
Yeah.
Is it crazy that for some reason my thought is like there's got to be some kind of weird darker side to Joan, and she knows that she's clairvoyant and they keep drilling into her head, but maybe she has a way that she's blocking her. Like there's some kind of weird dark magic about her that, I mean, she puts this front up as like this super Christian woman, but there's something weird. So maybe she knows and she's blocking her.
That makes sense. That would have been a smart reason to strike up that relationship between Nan and Neighbor Boy. Who, like, what is his name? We barely know Luke. We barely know anything about Luke.
Yeah, we don't know anything about him.
And I guess he's gone now.
Yeah.
I know. I guess we're
Well, I don't know. I don't think
no one's ever gone.
That is kind of true.
Yeah.
So now to wrap up, we're going to roll into the rapid fire section of the show where we will discuss the things that we'll be anticipating for a whole 4 weeks until we get more American Horror Story. Clearly a lot happened this episode, but I'm wondering where poor Delphine ends up, because she is just left sitting on that table without a body to move. And in the promo, she only gets a single shot, and her head is back in that box with a mysterious man-looking hand opening it. So I'm thinking maybe the witch hunters get her.
Oh, that's a good call. I like that.
We shall see. Meg, what are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to more with Joan again, just because, like I said, it's such a weird darkness about her. And, I mean, they brought her back in the last episode with Misty, so there's clearly something going on there. And then I kind of want to see if Delphine's actually changed a little bit. You can see it in her eyes that she's changing at the end of the episode with all the action happening. So even if she does go to the witch hunters, is there something new to her now?
Sasha, how about you?
I want to see more Misty action. I really like seeing Misty and Cordelia bond a little bit, just kind of like little sisters, like witch bonding. And on top of that, like every single time they show her, I'm like, Stevie Nicks, where's she coming? So we got to have our Stevie Nicks appearance in the new year. So I'm definitely looking forward to all that.
And Alexis, you want to wrap us up?
Yes, I am just so excited to see what's going to happen when Marie teams up with the witches. Just the powerful women together are going to be even more kick-ass and awesome, and I think that's just something great to look forward to.
For sure.
So now that's all the time we have for this week. Now that you've got a whole 4 weeks off, be sure to do your homework and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Shock to Your Drop, so you're ready to join us when we discuss Episode 10, The Magical Delights of Stevie Nicks, when American Horror Story returns on January 8th. And don't forget to let us know what you think about this episode by leaving a comment below, because we'd love to talk about the topics that you're interested in on the next show. Thanks for covering Coven with us. Enjoy the holidays, and we'll see you in the new year.
Bye.
Bye.